Hey everyone, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review while sitting in my car on my phone. So tonight I went and saw The Free State of Jones. Uh, this is starring Matthew McConaughey as well as others. It is a movie about the Free State of Jones. Uh, during the Civil War and after, and it's very different than what you'd expect, I'd say. But basically, it's these Confederate sort of soldiers, particularly Matthew McConaughey's character, who sort of deserts uh, the Confederate army military because um he doesn't believe, because he's fighting sort of for the richer um Confederate folk, the Southern folk, and so he doesn't have the money, he doesn't have the slaves, so he doesn't feel the need to fight, and so he goes off and sort of has to keep himself from getting taken in for treason and all that stuff, with the help of some other people, including some slaves. And this movie, I know a lot of people were really looking forward to this movie. I wasn't, because the trailers, for me, one thing that really stuck out to me is they showed the same scene. Every trailer, the majority of these trailers was the same scene, and they showed very little else. And that was a very bad sign, and I was very right about that, because this movie is mind-numbing. It's just so long, for one. It's way too long. What it should be, it should be on, like, a mini series on the History Channel or something. For one, they skip some stuff that they probably shouldn't skip. They also, it tells you the entire story, not just Free State of Jones in terms of the Civil War. It goes beyond that. It keeps going until basically the last remnants of them are sort of, we get the last bit of what happened there. It is long, it is arduous, it is weird, because it's sort of shot like, you have your regular movie stuff, you have your sort of weird documentary type stuff, you have your reenactment type stuff. It's really weird. Um, it's really, it's not good. I mean, I know I went with Ben Waddell. You might know, he's been on these before, and he does like other stuff, podcasting and stuff with me. And he liked it more than I did. He liked the first bit. He thought there was some really good stuff in there. I didn't so much, but he saw a bit more. There's some decent acting. I'd say that, and there's definitely is some good bits, but I'd say for me it was very, very few. There are also a lot of weird themes. That just were very, very bothersome. This sort of, because it deals with sort of slavery, and it does deal with hardships later on, but it also gives a weird message of, like I sort of said, of he doesn't have slaves, so he feels like he's fighting for nothing. And so part of it, and some of the speech that is given, there's a speech sort of given later on of, hey, because we're fighting for people who have these things, and it's like, hey, if we had stuff, maybe we would, almost, like, they're not so much, they're definitely not fighting to end slavery and all that. That's not their view. They're fine with it, it seems like, and it's sort of more and it's just a weird awkwardness about it, and it changes sort of here and there, and it sort of weirdly flip-flops, and there's just some awkward sort of awkward speeches about it, and sort of saying they're sort of very equal. Their suffering from these white Confederates is equivalent to the suffering of the slaves, and it's a bit weird and off-putting. It's all over the place, though. I mean, it sort of changes its themes later. It does these weird flashes to sort of the future. I don't even remember the date, because I don't what the year was. My head hurts. It is also 1 in the morning right now. I saw the last showing of this. I honestly, I didn't look at the time. I didn't expect it to be this long, in this tedious, to be honest. So that was rough, but I'm not happy. It was not a good movie. I cannot recommend this movie at all to really anyone. I mean, it's fine. I'd say maybe take time, like rent it or something, but you don't even want to watch it all in one sitting. You're going to have to find some point to stop it and come back to it later, because that's what this is. That's why I say a mini series probably would have worked better. You need sort of pauses, you need breaks to get through this, because it's just not one thing you can sit and just watch, and you're not going to get. It just does not work. It's rough. It's very, very rough. So yeah, don't see this movie. Anyway, that's that. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll have The Shallows up. I'm probably seeing that. I guess it's today now. But I'll see that at some point. The Shallows. I'll get that up. Whenever. And then, geez, my brain is killing me right now. You can check out more of these videos, more of these reviews here at this channel. Subscribe here for more. You can also see that we do trailer reaction videos here for TV, movies, comic books, video games, any sort of geeky thing, really. We have a podcast called Geek Wars Podcast. You can find me on your favorite podcatcher where we talk about geeky news that comes out each week. We also have a Big Brother podcast. We have the TV show, the US version. And we also have a Die Hard on a sort of podcast coming up. You'll figure out what it is. And then, what else? We have a Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Daclus. Spelling is in the title of the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, bye.